So yeah, with all the new music out to talk about, of course there are plenty of people still in detainment. So having all the new goodies that you can possibly get your hands on is a helpful thing. We also got some brand new music from Paradise is Canceled. Yes. We've been getting some teasers, some snippets, and now today we got some music to show the class. Yes. Paradise is Canceled. A lot of people that have listened to the show or have known any of us for any amount of time here. Domi Darko. This is another project he is a part of, and we know that everything that he has to do with is always pretty friggin' awesome. So definitely looking forward to all of the goings on. It's going to be going on with Paradise is Canceled. Now be expecting interviews, all that good stuff with the boys. We're not going to let the current conditions hamper our abilities to, ask questions, sniff panties, and all that good stuff. Hell no, we're going to get right into it. So, be expecting that. We're actually currently working out all the timing issues and everything. One thing I got to say, it's a kind of a PSA, that a lot of people are using a lot of multiple platforms for doing stuff with conferences and meetings and stuff like Zoom and others of the like. I do feel though it's necessary to say that Zoom has had some pretty major security issues. Now, that's not to say that they haven't been working on it, but at least they have recognized it, and they're not being like, "Oh, what do you mean?" Like pulling an Apple or something. Certain government workers and stuff like that aren't even allowed to use it because it can be infiltrated that easily. So depending on what you're doing, just some food for thought. A lot of times with stuff like this or having to do with music or whatever, but you don't want people coming in uninvited and making decisions on your meeting or your stream, especially if it's a live type thing that you're doing. That could be a little embarrassing to say the least. So just some food for thought out there. But with all that being said, be expecting all sorts of new interviews and stuff like that we've been getting ready behind the scenes. I know some people have been a bit apprehensive, probably because of current conditions or whatever. And then some people have really taken this and run with it. So we definitely encourage and welcome any of that. And if anybody needs any help, I will do whatever I can to help assist in any knowledge or anything that I might have that will add to the mix. I don't know. Maybe it could just very well make things worse. But hey, you never know. So, speaking of all that good stuff I was just talking about, we got tons of killer music to get to today. So we're going to do just that. We got obviously some brand new goodies, and I was talking about Paradise is Canceled. Yeah, we're going to be hearing some of them a little bit later on. But we just dig right in, shall we? Let's get wicked. Dig it. I want to talk about Paradise is Canceled. World premiere. We did Snapped, which you can go check out right now over on Well, all the places, anywhere that they have music that can play, you can find it there. Apple Music, Spotify, Deezer, Amazon, um, all the spots. They did very good with getting it around, and of course you can go check it out over on YouTube, which the vid that they made really lets you know all the places that they are. So good job on that. Yeah, lots of cool stuff coming from these guys. Yeah, if that's any indication of what they're working on, awesome. Uh, always, always enjoy everything that Donnie Darko is a part of. So it's really cool. It's been a little bit since there's been any new music coming from his direction of any shape or form. So it's really cool to I knew that he was working on stuff, and that stuff takes time, man. I get it. I get it, man. I get it. But I'm just saying, it's awesome timing as well, because everybody could use some new stuff in their repertoire, and we're building up on this awesome catalog of just killer music that's been being released in this whole kind of very end of February all through April, and into May. Don't forget, also, May 1st, Black Pestilence is going to be releasing their album. But so you see what I mean, man? I mean, everybody's coming out with a lot of cool music right now, and it's a perfect time for it. So, like I was saying earlier, be expecting interviews and all that good stuff. We're gonna be having some words, because it's been a long time since I've gotten to catch up with Dom himself, let alone talk about any project that he's involved in and working on. So it's going to be really cool to be able to have a sit down with everybody and check out what's going on with Paradise is Canceled, because this is some kick-ass stuff, man. I dig it. Once again, go check it out over on YouTube, all the places, Spotify, Apple Music, go right down the line. They got it all there, so definitely good job on that too, guys. Very good. We did some tunes from Spectra, but this is an album that you need to go check out. Well, both these albums, they got 2 full lengths out right now that you can get your paws on. The latest one being Reincarnate the Ghost. Kick-ass stuff. It's a brilliant follow-up to the debut album, so definitely go get it while supplies last. Also, a couple other bands I want to talk about that are making some rumblings. We got Against the Grave with Killing Us Slowly. You can go check them out. I think it's againstthegrave.com. But go check them out over on the Facebooks and the social medias. Check them out over on YouTube. They got some kick-ass vids over there, man, for sure. And get linked up with all their spots over on their Facebooks and all that good stuff. Also, don't forget, Dust Prophet's been doing a lot of kick-ass stuff. even with the current weather climate and everything, everybody kind of being snowed in, um, they got some new music. They've been doing some cool live streams that you can go check out over on the YouTube. They also, yeah, like I said, they got some new stuff with a new singer. So, yeah, all sorts of new goodies. Now you can go check them out on all the places as well. You can also go to dustprophet.com and, don't forget autokinzel.com as well, and you can get linked up with all that stuff. As well, too, also, and such and things. The other band that I wanted to talk, they got new stuff out right now. Tomorrow is Lost. Wild Child. Awesome stuff. Awesome video, too. Pretty cool with the glow-in-the-dark paint and everything. All I think, though, when I like see someone like cool things, I mean, I think it's wicked cool first, and then I'm like, I don't know if I can handle all that stuff on me, like it makes me itch just thinking about it. But yeah, really cool video. Definitely go check out the video for Wild Child. You get hooked up. Eclipse Records, man, bringing it. I'm telling you, they got all sorts of kick-ass bands. If you haven't already subscribed to Eclipse Records over on the YouTubes and stuff, and check out Tomorrow is Lost. Now, Clitoris with Eat Your God Alive. Some badassery right there, huh? I've been playing that one for a little bit now, and yeah. Go check these guys out. They got bunches of new stuff out. I'm telling you, man. Go find them over on the Facebooks. Of course, we got all the links for you and everything. If you're if you're paying attention to the show or anything like that, I mean, whatever. Also, Adulterous, or do they? Or is it Idolatrous? Is it that? Idolatrous? The harrowing reprisal can be found over on the YouTubes. They got a bunches of awesome vids over there. New band to the show. I dig them. They're brutal. You can go find them also over on Facebook and the usual social spots. But definitely hook yourself up with some of these guys. Like I said, they got a bunches of stuff over on the YouTubes. We'll be playing more from these cats in the days and weeks and months to come. So yeah, definitely go check these cats out. And another band that's got new music out right now, Necronomicon. One that I've been jamming a lot of is Paradise Lost, but they have a brand new album out right now that you can even go check out over on the YouTubes if you're scared. I mean, I know you probably heard a lot of crazy things about that book, Necronomicon now. Be for real. Go over and check out Necronomicon. This is like good stuff, and you get a little bit of your Lovecraftian lore in with your metal, and that's never a bad thing, right? I mean, I think we can all agree that that's a good thing. So yeah, perhaps go check these cats out if you want to get some brutally awesome fucking metal in your ear holes, or not. I mean, whatever. We also have been talking for a while about these guys. I want you to check out is Mannequin. Mannequin spelled MAN1K1N. So yeah, we did Anthropophobia. Badassery, man. I dig the industrial feels of these guys. They have that nostalgic feel, but really new and fresh and freaking heavy, man. I dig it. Definitely, you can go check them out on all the usual spots. That very song is over on the YouTubes, amongst others. They got all sorts of goodies. They got some killer stuff over on the Facebooks too. So if you do that type of thing, maybe go over there. And that kind of brings me to my next thing. The amount of new platforms and various places to go or whatever has expanded exponentially with places like Twitch, Mixer, and a whole other, we'll say, handful of live streaming platforms that have quite a following and audience. That being said, not to age out even some of you younger in your 20s here, but you got to remember that a lot of these newer generations coming in and getting on social media are swaying more and more to these platforms, and if they're on Facebook, it's more of in that streaming type of frame of mind. So it's something to have. I think it's an awesome tool to have in your repertoire. One of the things, and I was and I'm also going to be referring to a post that's in a Mixer group, that streamers tend to when they stream a lot or whatever, depending on what you're streaming or whatever, it can kind of sometimes take the fun out of playing a game or whatever, because you feel like you should be streaming this when maybe you don't want to people right now, and you just want to sit back and play a game and not have to one suggestion would on that would be, well, do that. Don't force yourself to be in front of people, if because you got to keep your brain waves. You can't feel like every time that you're doing playing a game or doing something that you would usually be streaming, that you have to be streaming it. Like I said, you could always record it and use it for some other stuff later on, but you shouldn't. That takes the fun. You want to be having fun when you're doing these types of things to a certain extent, and I have brought the music thing into the streaming world, but I'm also a mixture of things. So it's kind of an enigma type situation, but this day and age or whatever, it's easy for people to get burned out on these things. I mean, I have to constantly watch myself, getting burned. I have to step away, and now that can wait, and I can, I have to sometimes just, that music will be there, and I will be able to get it on the. I don't, it's like, okay, I can, I don't have to do all of this right now. I can step away and not burn my eyeballs out of my fucking head. I can just sit back and probably just chill and zone out on a game or something and not pay attention to anybody or anything but this little dude running across the screen that I can make jump. You have to remember to live your fucking life and be doing what you want to be doing through the majority of it. And that, you know what I mean? Obviously, we all have our jobs and everything that we have to go to in order to facilitate the life that we want to live. But at the end of the day, you only have a finite amount of time to spend, and it's if you're gonna force yourself to do those types of things, then the outcome should be worth doing that. There should be a reason that you are pushing yourself, and there should be a goal other than the fact that you just feel guilty that you should be gaming and streaming that game. Just some food for thought for people getting into the fold. And I'm no expert by no means. I just I understand the human psyche, and I can see how people get burned out on this stuff really quick, and how it can screw into your head sometimes, and how you do have a sense of where do you draw the line between what I do in my own time versus my own time that everybody sees or that everybody's a part of. That can be a tricky thing to juggle sometimes, but at the end of the day, you wanna try to keep the am I enjoying myself? Is this something that I have that be kind of the screen you're looking through, and it will help exponentially, I think. But there's a ton of other tips and stuff that I could perhaps give, but we'll save that for another time, because we didn't all come here to listen to me but talk about the difficulties and the woes of streaming. I know that on my end, I have been really pushing to make sure that a lot of this new music is getting out, and I've also been trying to step it up a little bit, being that people are kind of snowed in right now, and if I can help facilitate that in some way, and help with my skills in interneting, good. That's what it's all about, is sitting back and enjoying ourselves with some kick-ass independent music, and sharing that camaraderie of the love of all this stuff. But yeah, I have been really trying to make sure that a lot of these new releases and everything, that's why I've been talking this shit, and repeating myself quite a lot, because a lot of people worked very hard and expected to be able to do a proper CD release, and they're not fucking able to, and it's bullshit, and it sucks, and I feel bad. I really do. I see how much all you guys work on this stuff, and I know the goal that or the outcome that you want, and it's like you kind of ask very little in return for all the work that you put in. And, you know, one of those things is also being able to entertain people with this new stuff that you've just made, and share that whole experience together. And that's been kind of taken away. And I feel obligated to just really pound it into the fucking ground that these new releases are out, and that, you know, there's a ton of killer music out right now, and that we will be able to do some proper releases. But you know, that's why I've been doing, you know, full plays. And if there's other albums you'd like me to do full plays of, hey, I make up the format to a certain extent, so we can arrange that. But yes, be more than happy to facilitate the playing in any new material to get it out there to people's ear holes. So, with that being said, just hang tight and let me know what else it is that I can do to help facilitate, because a lot of bands too have been getting together and making videos of collaborations and stuff like that. And I try to share as much of that as possible, try to find, you know, as much as I can without spending my whole life on the interwebs. But definitely, so if you guys just let me know about it, I will get it out there on all the different platforms that I can. So yeah. So with that, when we listen to some more music instead of me just talking about it, I think that's a good idea. And this band that you should check out, Tribulence, has been kicking ass for a while now, and they got lots of music for you to check out, and I think you should go check it out. They got a bunch of stuff over on YouTubes, and they got a bunch of stuff over on the Facebooks, the band, all the spots, man. You know, the places where you get music. Yeah, we talk about them an awful lot here, I know. But yeah, you can go find this band there. Yup. I think even Reverb Nation and stuff like that. Here's some Tribulence, Cause and Effect. So we've been talking about a lot of new releases. We got the brand new Monolith, which is out right now, that you can go get your grubby paws on. We got the brand new Elephant Tree, which you can go get right now and get your grubby paws on. We got the brand new, we got all sorts of brand new stuff. There's brand new this brand new that. This is just brand new stuff. Now, there's brand new Stillborn Condition you can get your hands on right now. Jeez, what else? There's all sorts of new stuff. Black Pestilence has got a new one coming out. Yeah, there are a ton of bands right now releasing brand new stuff. We had some brand new stuff that just got released from Paradise is Cancelled with their new one, Snapped. Brand new music out right now, which you can go anywhere and go get that. And of course, Coming Home the Band. Now, anybody that hasn't gotten a chance to hear this, it's a brilliant album. It came out so good. They just did an interview with Live and Amplified. It was live in Waco, Texas. Of course, they were doing it all remotely. But excellent interview that you can go check out over on their all their social medias. Of course, you can go right over to Live and Amplified, press on some like buttons perhaps, and share with your friends, neighbors, and kind of, sort of, maybe somewhat acquaintance. But at any rate, please do go over and check this album out. You can go over to cominghometheband.com/music and hook yourself up. There is a ton of awesome new music. So, well, we get some Jupiter Hollow, which has some new stuff out right now that you can go check out. So, yeah, why don't we do that? Why don't we just listen to the music? So, that's been about my time. Everybody out there, try to treat each other at least halfway decent, civil, almost human-like. If you can pull that shit off. I know it's rough for some of you. It is. And I get it. You know, you just, a dickhead. And, it's understandable. Some people are just born with it and some people aren't. It's just maybe it's Maybelline and maybe you're just a dickhead. I don't know, But, at any rate, let's all, treat each other good no matter what reality or fantasy they happen to be in. We gotta get through this together, kids. So, one way to get through this together is with some kick-ass music. So I'll catch the rest of you on the flip. And have a good day. Dig it.